All right. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Why does it say Bradley? Now, let me change. Whatever.
Bro,
You guys know me
government.
as Trey. But we are recording our first Trey Moorhead mock draft of the year, and it's going to be the final one because the draft's in 3 days. So
The one and
we're
only.
ready for this. This is going to be good. We have trades. We got everything. You guys introduce yourselves.
Do I unmute? Or just right here?
Oh, no, you can do it on your
Okay.
screen because you're next to me, but you can
So what
hear
up,
you.
y'all? It's Michael Bratton, full government. Go by Mikey. And I'm like the best Asian analyst out there, so.
All right. Caleb.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Caleb Parker here, closeted Jets fan. Let's move on.
Closeted. I could see that.
fan? That's hella funny.
Oh, yeah. And also, me and Mikey kind of got a background. We're almost, we're studying sports management and analytics. So we kind of do have a football background, a sports background in general. So we're getting legit here.
Mm-hmm.
But Caleb knows a lot about football too because he's a football fan, and then besides that, we are as well. So,
Okay.
so let's get started here. Let me see
That screen.
if I can share screen. It's because it's all backwards. Okay, here we go. Let's get into the mock draft. So we're just gonna skip the first overall pick. I'm gonna send these go. We're gonna skip the first overall pick because that's already like a virtual lock. So I'm gonna have the second overall pick. Michael's gonna have the third overall pick, and then Caleb's gonna have the fourth overall pick, which is the Cardinals, and then it's gonna go back to me with the Chargers, and so on. So with the first overall pick in
Ronnie James.
the NFL mock draft, Caleb Williams, quarterback, USC, going to Chicago Bears.
That shit's a lock.
And
Right on,
we're going to go to his little draft tracker real quick and talk about him a little bit. Does one of you want to talk about him, or you want me to talk about him?
It's your pick, so I think you should.
It's
talk
not my
about it.
pick. It's just a.
Oh,
we're
well,
skipping
I mean-
that. I mean, look at his athleticism grade. He's third overall quarterback athleticism wise, but he's more closer to Pat Mahomes than we think. Overall score is 96. He's a first ranked quarterback. It's undoubtful. His draft comparison is Kyler Murray. I think it's like his ceiling's like Pat Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. There's nothing he can't do. I think he has like 144 touchdowns to, I think that's what it was, overall in his college career, to like 20 picks, something like that. The only thing is sometimes he's kind of like, he throws it like, I don't know how to say it,
Like
but
Brett Favre, she'll just throw it.
yeah,
out.
I feel like his
Right, he's
floor
reckless
is
when
like,
he throws out of the pocket. He's reckless.
yeah, he's like a Jameis Winston
I
type
feel
floor.
like the only knock I have on Caleb when I watch like his film is like there's rarely times where he's actually throwing in the pocket. He's either moving or he's trying to move. So that's like the only knock. It's like, can he actually in the NFL like stay in the pocket and like make the throws, or does he have to always be moving?
It's like he's trying to do too much.
Yeah.
NFC, man, all pocket passers.
Yep.
All right. So Caleb Williams goes first overall, and we'll actually pick him now. And with the second overall pick, as I cue the music again, and this is my pick, the Washington Commanders select. I'm going to go Drake May, quarterback, North Carolina. And lately I've been doing a lot of Jaden Daniels to the Commanders, but the reason I am going Drake May here is because I feel like Dan Quinn wants his Matt Ryan.
Okay, well, Lance, this is always considered the big boom.
And,
Especially because he just retired.
another
today.
mock draft playing.
Matt Ryan is officially retired today.
But I feel like Drake May is kind of got that like Justin Herbert build, 6'4", 223, good athlete, good arm. He's an extremely good deep ball. Yeah, so he's like a Justin Herbert type, kind of like a Matt Ryan a little bit, and can move a little bit better. Overall, he looks really good. He's a little raw, but I think overall, as a captain with good size, good frame, good throw, good arm, he's a perfect pick for the Commanders at number 2. So Drake May to the Commandos. And then we got Mikey Bratton over here with the Patriots pick. So go right ahead.
So I'm actually going to have a trade here. So this is kind of realistic in my sense.
Okay.
There's a lot of reports right now, if Jaden Daniels falls out of the Commander's spot, there's a certain team that will trade up and get him.
Ooh.
They got ties with the head coach.
Oh, this is what we're doing. Okay, we're getting crazy.
They got ties with the head coach.
So what are we going here? We're going Vegas?
We're going Vegas.
All right, this draft.
It's crazy.
The trade thing here is kind of weird. Sorry to interrupt you, but so we might have to just force it. But what do you think the value would be?
So for the 3rd overall pick, I think the Raiders obviously give 13. They give their first next year, and if you can give another first, but it doesn't look like
I can't.
So just do a second.
So you would say
I
first this year.
First.
Okay, so you say first. Okay.
Yeah, but for sake of it not having, we'll say.
And we're only doing the first round, so I'm just going to try to get this to go through. But so we're going to say it's this 13th overall pick in the draft, first next year, and the first after that.
And then maybe even a 5th.
Maybe whatever to get it pushed through.
Yep.
So for number 3.
Yep.
And it's rejected on here, so we're gonna have to trade the whole draft right now. But the Patriots.
There's no forced trade, but
I don't know.
Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Is that the? Oh, that's not.
It
it's
matter.
the same, yeah.
I'm just gonna force it. So this is my forcing.
They give up their whole. They just Mike Ditka the whole draft.
The Raiders are trading their whole draft.
Mike Ditka the whole draft, selling away everything,
and it has been accepted. So
then, at 3, I think they would obviously take Jaden Daniels. Like I mentioned, he has ties with Antonio Pierce. Antonio Pierce actually recruited Jaden Daniels to ASU when he was the head coach there for a little bit. And then he just always talks about him, and there's always connections between the two, and he's always wanted to play with him again. So, and obviously he's a good prospect as well. He can throw it down the sidelines really well. He threw it to Neighbors and Brian Thomas a lot down the sidelines. People kind of knack his middle accuracy, but I think he's similar to CJ Stroud in the sense of his windup. It's he doesn't have an arm, but he has velocity on his throws. So
I haven't thought about that comparison. That's a pretty good comparison.
Yeah.
I feel like,
but he can run obviously really well.
Yeah, I could see him going to the Commanders because of that Robert Griffin connection thing. But I feel like Dan Quinn wants more of a pocket passer type that's a little bit less raw. But Jaden Daniels to the Raiders at 3 and a move up is actually a great trade. And the Patriots can still get some guys at 13 there. Next, we got Caleb Parker picking the Arizona Cardinals.
A lot of controversy with this pick. What are they going to do? Cardinals going to stay here. They're on the clock, and they're going to boom. They're going to trade. Trade has been underway with the Minnesota Vikings. Yes, they are trading up for that 4th pick, not the 5th pick. The 2 first rounds and a 2025 middle round sweetener.
So you're saying 2 firsts for that 4th, and then a middle round. What pick there? What do you think?
They're 25 first round.
Okay.
I think it's another first round next year, but
in the 26th draft. Okay, so I don't know if this is probably not going to go through, so I'm just going to say that. So the draft, he thinks at the 2 firsts this year, first next year.
I think it's a little sweetener for the Josh Dobbs exchange last year.
So are you saying? So you're saying the 2 firsts this year, or first next year, and?
No, it's either their first round, 2 first rounds, and then 2025 middle rounds. Not turn right now, so
not their first.
Yes, yeah, it's a first round for them as well. That one.
Okay, so 3 first round picks total.
Yeah.
Plus, okay, so the 11, 23, and the first next year. It's not going to get it done in this, so I'm going to have to trade their whole draft. We're only doing the first round, so bear with me.
Wait, I screwed up. Not the 2025 first round. Okay, never mind. It doesn't. That's fine. Doesn't
so 11, 23, and then a mid.
It's a 25 mid, but we already did the 3rd round.
That's fair. That's fine. Okay.
They're going to trade up and take their man, their guy, the predecessor, to Kirk Cousins, J.J. McCarthy.
Quarterback, Michigan.
Quarterback, Michigan.
And we're going to look at his.
There's obviously a lot of controversy because Harbaugh's Michigan offense is very, somewhat. Is it relying on a quarterback? Is it not relying on a quarterback? But I think McCarthy is a very likable prospect. Does really well in tight windows. I definitely think, especially on one-on-one balls. In the pocket, definitely is a physical threat there. I think he's just really talented. He's gifted this game. And he's so good at reading defenses. I've watched a lot of tape from this. He's just so smart with the ball. He's not making dumb decisions. And I think that's why the Vikings are up. They're going to get their guy. I think, right now, him and Sam Darnold are going to have a nice little battle this year for the starting position. So we'll see.
I think that he'll sit for a year. They're going to roll with Sam Darnold. He's not a bad bridge for a second there.
I think Sam Darnold will play maybe 5 weeks, and then JJ, they're going to be like, all right, well, we're 2-3, or we're 1-4, just throwing
0-5.
Yeah, I can see that too. Yeah, no, I think they're going to give it to Sam Darnold, and then obviously if he plays bad, they're going to let JJ get in there.
They're going to ride him probably.
Yeah.
Kind of like Baker.
You kind of see some of his plays there. He's a baller. I mean, he's won a lot of games. He kind of reminds me, he's not a Jimmy G type, but he's got that swagger, got the win percentage. Player-wise, I mean, I don't know.
He's actually really athletic. Underrated athleticism.
Right, yeah.
He can run. He puts his head down, which probably isn't a good thing, but
yeah,
he's kind of like Josh Allen a little bit. Not the same build, but his game. He could throw on the run. He knows
a poor man's Josh Allen.
Yeah, and he's really tiny.
And this says he plays with a chip on his shoulder, and he's plenty of experience.
I don't really think he has a modest arm. I think he has a really strong arm.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty decent. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. Anyway, we are going to move on to my pick here with the Los Angeles Chargers.
What do we get here?
And at this pick, with the 4 quarterbacks going first, second, third, and fourth, I do believe with Marvin Harrison Jr. on the board, the Los Angeles Chargers will select him, and that's where I'm going.
Yep.
The best overall player besides quarterback in the draft.
To me, he's my number one.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to be like his dad. I mean, I don't know about Hall of Fame worthy. It's too early to say, obviously, but
it's a lot different.
He's got that size. He's got the athleticism. Overall, just a great receiver. Put up a lot of good stats at Ohio State. I like the CD Lamb comparison. That's a good comparison. CD Lamb does a lot of good things. He's an exceptional route runner, high volume. And then the game last year that he came out of, I think it was against Penn State, you could just tell that they were missing him. He has a big impact wherever he's at. So in the NFL, the Chargers getting the best receiver on the board, and I mean their top receivers were freaking Quentin Johnston and some other guys, and Josh Palmer.
Makes sense why they don't trade it. They don't trade because they want the receiver.
Mm-hmm. But I do think
after dumping off their only 2 receivers.
And I thought Monty Ossenfort did a great
there's
job.
a possibility. I was like, who's talking?
You stay there for and you don't move.
Baldinger. Anyway, I think that's a good pick. They could also go with the offensive lineman there. So. Could see Joel. Could see them trade down.
Great duo. That'd be a great duo. I'd love to see it.
But Marvin Harrison's a pick there. And
all right, number 6.
Number 6, the New York Giants are on the board, and that's Mikey's pick. Where are we going here?
So I thought the Chargers would have. I think the Chargers. I don't know. I think realistically, Joel probably goes to Chargers or something.
Okay.
But not if Marvin Harrison drops. That's saying if
okay.
That's if Marvin Harrison went to the Cardinals at 4. But at 6, they did have O-line issues last year. Really bad. They do have Andrew Thomas. Evan Neal's at guard now. But I think they do need a number 1 receiver. They don't have a alpha male in that locker room. They have Darius Slayton, Jalen Hyatt, who else? Isaiah Hodgins.
They have some good
Malik Neighbors.
Good number 2s, and we're gonna go Malik Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors. He's an alpha.
That's a good pick. That's who I have. Who I have going there. That's
There's an
exactly.
argument he's better than Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that too.
He's probably more explosive than Marvin Harrison downfield wise, but I think Marvin Harrison's still the better wide receiver, but he's a little bit more athletically gifted, I should say. But he doesn't have as big as a route tree as.
Well, I mean, look at his comparison. It's
Yeah,
Justin
it's
Jefferson.
Justin
That's a
Jefferson.
crazy comparison, but I could definitely see that. There has been some off-field issues that coming up lately, so he might fall. But I do think talent-wise, the top 3 receivers are definitely 1A, 1B, probably 1C with Roma Dunze, Malik Neighbors, and Marvin Harrison Jr.
I think Daniel Jones, if he had like a Malik Neighbors, he could be like a Kirk Cousins.
I feel like they have to roll with him for at least one more year and try to give him a good weapon, and I like that pick. That's where I would have went at that pick as well. And we're going to move on to the Tennessee Titans at pick number 7. So
This is my pick?
It is your pick.
Yeah. So, Titans, were trying to figure things out last year. They were doing a lot of experimentation on both sides of the field. But I think the clear pick is, maybe not the clear pick to some people, but I think Joe Alt is going to.
Oh, no, that's 100% clear pick.
Yep.
If Joe Alt's there,
That's
that's
Joe.
I think if Joe, especially if the draft goes here, I think Joe Alt was going to fall to 7 no matter what.
Goal line issues last year.
Yeah, they just
lost Taylor Lewan.
They are the worst. They were the worst
holding
ranked.
it down on the left side for a long time.
Yeah.
I think Joe Alt is like the perfect fit.
They were the
And
worst
they just
ranked.
brought in who else? Lloyd Cushing. We already had center.
Yeah, not a bad pickup. That's good. I mean, at least they're trying to address it.
Yeah. So I think Joe Alt, solid prospect.
Will he
He's
be as good as dad?
Huge. 6'9".
yeah. I don't know if he'll be like a Hall of Famer or even like a multi-year Pro Bowler, but he'd be like a Cole Miller.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
very solid.
Very solid. Yeah, above average. I think the Mike McGlinchey comparison is kind of harsh.
Yeah.
He is a good run
ass.
blocker, but I think he's a better pass blocker than McGlinchey.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Caleb? Do you have anything to say?
He's going to be the next Zach Martin. Next.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You
They
think
both did come out of Notre Dame.
fair enough. Well, so did Mike McGlinchey in the Niners.
Yeah.
He picked 9 a couple of years ago, a while ago now. All right, with that, I guess this is my pick again for the Atlanta Falcons.
Falcons. The Falcons have it? Oh, they do.
Oh, we only got 10 minutes left, so we're going to have to quicken up here. We're just going to go and start rolling. I'm going to play this music a little bit louder, and we're just going to roll. We're not going to talk about the pick. I mean, you can a little bit, but we only got 10 minutes left on the recording, which is crazy. But, I mean, I guess we could restart. But with the 8th overall pick in the NFL draft, mock draft, the Falcons are selecting Dallas Turner, edge, Alabama. Raheem Morris wants that solid speed rusher off the end, and Dallas Turner is probably the best speed rusher in the draft. There's usually 2 to 3 good edge rushers in the draft that end up being pretty good to generational, and I could definitely see that with Dallas Turner. He had a good amount of sacks last year. I'm not good with the stats on off the top of my head, but he was good with Alabama last year. So the Falcons are taking Dallas Turner. And with the 9th overall pick, Chicago Bears, Mikey, who are you selecting there?
We're going to go Roma Dunze. They're going to stack that and give Caleb weapons. That's it. And he's probably arguably could be 1A, 1.
Like I said,
So
definitely. Not a bad
Caleb's
pick. I could
stacked.
definitely see that. Caleb's got some weapons. He's got DJ
Keenan
Moore,
Allen.
Roma Dunze, and Keenan Allen.
Oh my
now.
God.
Plus Cole Kmet,
And
and
DeAndre Swift?
Gerald Everett, as
Yo.
a number 2 tight end. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yikes.
All right, with the 10th overall pick, the Jets fan over here,
Yes, Jets.
Positive Jets fan.
the Jets are
The
selecting.
Jets will be selecting Mr. Brock Bowers.
Okay, I like
Tight
it.
end
I
of
like
the-
it. Tight end, Georgia.
Brock Bowers, baby. There we go.
What a pick. Best tight end in the draft.
Aaron
by
Rodgers'
far.
greatest weapon out here, guy. Greatest weapon. He
He's a little undersized, not the greatest of run blockers, but he is a great
But
pass
we
catcher.
like pass catchers. That's what we like out here.
And if they're not going to go O-line to help Aaron Rodgers, which I think he's really only got another year or two, they did go and get 2 offensive tackles that are not bad, but Yeah, it's either offensive tackle or Brock Bowers or Roma Dunze there, I think. So that's a great pick. That's what I would have went with. And with 11, we got the Cardinals now on the board. With the receivers off the board, it's kind of crazy because I didn't really research what they could go with. I thought one of the guys would fall. I think at this spot, I mean, they're kind of set on offensive tackle for now too. It's almost like you go best player available. Could see corner. Corner's a need for them. And actually, I think that's where I'm going to go. Not a lot of people talk about that, but we're going to go with my number one in terms of the Cardinals. I think it's Terrion Arnold, corner from Alabama.
That's good.
I haven't really seen that mock there, but he's definitely got that dog in him. Great corner. He's aggressive, and that's what the Cardinals need. They need someone that's going to be like that. Yeah, I feel like that's a great pick for them, and that's where I would have went if the Raiders were at 13. So that's about kind of where he's going to get drafted. And then we got the Broncos on the board overall. Where are we going here?
So they just traded for Zach Wilson today.
Just created some shitty tracks.
I don't think they're in the quarterback running in the first round at least.
Okay. All right.
So I do think they're going to go edge here, defense. I think it's going to be Layati Latu.
Okay, nice pick. All right.
Their defense is fucking boo-boo.
Love that guy.
They just need more help.
I agree.
He's probably one of the best players left.
I feel like that's a spot that they could go best player available.
Yeah, definitely.
So underrated. I think
Yeah,
he's
I was thinking Fashanu, but like they have Garrett Bowles and like
they got some decent
Mike
line.
McGlinchey, so like
Yeah,
they've invested a lot already. So
yeah, no point in going offensive line. That's a
Yeah.
cool pick. All right, Caleb, you're at number 13. You got your pick back with New England Patriots.
Yeah, we had to trade down Patriots, so it's a little off for me. But to be honest, I think, the Patriots they're in kind of just a rebuild now. They're kind of just trying to figure things out. They're probably just going to take the best player available at the moment. I don't think
yeah, and it also depends because this isn't.
I don't think it's going to be
100%
Fashanu.
correct.
I think they're going to go. I think they might take Jared versus. I don't know.
You go Jared Verse and go edge.
I think that would be the smartest pick, but also they need protection, which things I think I'm gonna take. I'll take Fashanu here.
Okay, I haven't really seen that.
I think protection is so important right now. So this is
You
probably
never have enough good offensive linemen, so
you're gonna
mind that
definitely,
pick.
especially for a team that's trying to rebuild. You probably need to set a foundation before you build upon it.
And like what's his name said, like their coaches said, Gerard Mayo, they said they might trade out of there. I don't know if it's to the Patriots pick. It's kind of far. I think they kind of would want a quarterback. What did I say? Patriots. Oh, the Raiders pick. Yeah. But that's a good pick there. 14 overall is me again, I think. Yeah.
yeah.
New Orleans Saints. I think we could go offensive line. I think honestly they need to give Trevor Panning another year. They still have Ryan Ramczyk, and he's doing better now. They've said. So they could go Talib Fuaga here, but I don't feel like he fits entirely with the Saints. I feel like they would have went Fashanu there. So I'm going to go with Jared Verse there.
Solid.
Could arguably him, Latu, and Dallas Turner, top 3 defensive ends in the draft. He was a bad guy last year, killed it, a lot of sacks. So I feel like Saints got a good guy there. And then we got Mikey with the 15th overall pick for the Colts.
So the Colts, they actually have a really solid O-line right now. So I don't think that's in play for them. There is someone that is falling that I didn't realize, and I think he goes here, and that's Quinyon Mitchell. They didn't have corners last year.
100%.
So yeah.
If Quinyon Mitchell's there, I could see the Jaguars trying to jump them for Quinyon Mitchell. I feel like that's their guy. But if he's there, Colts taking him. Him and Terrion Arnold, 1A, 1B there. Quinyon Mitchell just is in a little bit of a lower tier in terms of who they play. I think he's from Toledo. So, yeah, Toledo. They don't play that. They're a little bit lower tier. But it goes 16 here. We got Caleb Parker on the board.
Seattle
Seahawks. So who do you think they're going?
There's a guy that Seattle likes.
Who is that?
Thankfully, he doesn't have to travel very far. Troy Patano.
Troy Fatanu.
Good pick. Good
Staying in
pick.
Seattle.
I think that's actually who they draft too.
I could see that if he's on the board. 100%.
He'll be on the board. He ain't getting drafted high.
You never know.
Right?
But
you never know in the draft, bro. They
You don't.
drafted some random ass people. Like
No.
last year, Willie McDonald. I didn't even know who that was.
Oh, Will.
Yeah, I was like, who's that?
Oh, look at him now.
He's not even good.
I know. So Troy Fontanu is one of the top offensive lineman prospects in the draft. Good pick. He was the blindside. No, he's not blindside because of he's the left tackle, which is not the blindside because there's a lefty quarterback for Penix. But he was pretty good pass blocker. He's a mauler. Good pick there. So with the 17th overall pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the board. And this pick might be a trade back spot.
No, they go Nate Wiggins. That's my pick.
You're not picking.
Ooh,
I am.
really?
That was Caleb's
Oh,
pick.
I think they go Brian Thomas. But,
You think Brian Thomas? Are you going to go receiver? No.
yeah, they did lose Ridley.
Top needs corner. Between Nate Wiggins and Kool-Aid McKinstry, I'm probably just going to go Nate Wiggins. Cornerback, Clemson. He's in the second tier, I think, of corners, though. But I think since Quinyon Mitchell and Terry Arnold are off, they need corner. Nate Wiggins is still really good. Clemson guy, usually good at corner
He
there.
gets hurt too easily, though.
He does have an injury history, but
He popped his hammy doing the 40.
he's still a good pick there.
Yeah.
And moving on to the 18th overall pick for Mikey Bratton. The Cincinnati Bengals are selecting.
It's going to be a tackle. And Felisa Fuaga's still there, so I'm going to go him. He's enough.
Good pick. I think
They lost Jonah Williams.
they did lose Jonah Williams.
And
And
though? I forget.
Jonah Williams signed with the Cardinals.
That's who it was. Yeah, so they lost Jonah Williams. They've always they tried the Lael Collins experiment last year, didn't work. They signed Orlando Brown. He was decent, but you got to put someone on the other side of him. So they're gonna get big mauler Talisa Fuaga, and he's gonna throw people around for Joe Burrow.
Amazing run blocker. Still a good pass rusher. I don't think he had one bad rushing, one bad rush block. Great pick there. If he's at 18, that's 100%. Probably one of the best picks in the draft there. That's a sleeper. Good pick. And Caleb's board fell perfect for him. He's a Rams fan. Caleb Parker is
Let's go.
on the board. And for the Los Angeles Rams, he is selecting.
Ronnie James. Just kidding.
Wrong sport.
Yeah, with the Rams here, there's a lot of key pieces. Great season last year. Wait, who would have thought? Who would have thought? 10 wins. Fuck you, Jared Goff, but it's okay. I miss you.
What's your language? No, I'm just kidding.
I could draft for what I want, or I could draft for what the team wants. I want Dallas Turner. However,
Well, they can't draft Dallas Turner. He's off the board.
yeah. Well, I was getting the however part. He's off the board now. So now the pick that the team should need now is Byron Murphy the second.
Good pick. That's where I would have went, and that's what I went all
Second.
along.
Aaron Donald, I'm gonna miss you forever in my heart. But
Yeah, they need to replace Aaron Donald there, and that's
I
a
need to
good,
replace him, and that's another Byron Murphy.
awesome pick there. All right, with the
How'd you have
pick number 20, and with the recent fall of offensive linemen, I got two situations here. I feel like the Steelers, if they do pick here, don't trade back. They're going to go offensive tackle. And I think since there is still two on the board, I think the Niners are going to stand pat for one pick. But since I don't have the next pick, I am going to make a trade here. The Niners are moving up from 31 to pick number 20. And we got to get this done. But I think that they give up. I think it's more likely with Miami. But since I don't have that pick, I'm going to move up here.
They're going to trade up
31 for 20. And I think they're going to give up a third next year. 124, 132.
That's good.
I feel like that's good, huh?
Yeah, for 20.
I mean, they might even give up the second.
They might give up 63.
I don't think so. I think they want to keep that pick, but
That's good.
maybe a second too. But we're just getting, so I'm saying 31, 3 next year, 124, 132 could potentially be a second in there. But for the sake of getting the draft complete, I'm going to do this. And the Niners are now on the board And it's a toss-up right here for me between Amarius Mims and they're going to go Amarius Mims. He's 6'7", big mauler, athlete. Hasn't played a lot, but
Sneaky athletic.
He can sit behind.
Learned by Trent.
Learn behind him, and also can sit behind Colton McKivitz for some part of the year, and then take that spot. So with Mikey Bratton now on the board for the Miami Dolphins, who are you going to select? I feel like personally the offensive line.
Michael Penix Jr., the battle of the lefties.
He's the best tackle left, so
good pick.
I was gonna get a little spicy and say Brian Thomas.
I could see that
because they like speed, but it's like they need an offensive line.
Fair enough.
Terron Armstead is getting old and he gets hurt too much, so
fair enough. Yeah, exactly. I think they can go offensive line or receiver there. They kind of do need a third, but I feel like they got two top end guys, so they can roll with someone at number 3. Yeah, they do have Barrios, but yeah, Caleb's favorite player. All right, with Caleb on the board, 22nd overall with Philadelphia Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles select my boy Cooper DeJean.
Okay, where is Cooper DeJean? Is he a safety in this one? Okay, he could play safety, but I think he's gonna be corner.
Gonna be a corner.
Good pick.
Cornerstone guy, Iowa. White corner. I mean, I'll pay attention. I'm excited to see it.
I personally think they'd go Cloyd McKinstry.
Shout out to Primetime.
Yeah, Cooper's good there. Good pick. And then I am back on the board with the Cardinals pick. And the Cardinals have already selected Terrion Arnold, so they're good at corner. I think they could go Kool-Aid McKinstry at that 23 if they do go. A receiver does fall at 11 after that trade down. But since they're sitting there, their top needs receiver, there is a good defensive tackle on the board. Johnny Newton's pretty good, but Michael Hall's too early. Chris Jenkins too early. Offensively, they don't. I feel like they shored up the O-line good enough for now. And if the Bills don't jump in front of them there, maybe at 22, I think that they are going to go Brian Thomas Jr. LSU, good speed guy, good pick there, good receiver.
They have no receivers.
They do not have any receivers, and this is the top end of the tier 2 picks at receiver. So, there we go. Now moving on to Dallas, 24. Mikey Bratton selects for Dallas Cowboys.
Can you go to all?
I have an idea.
A tough spot.
I have an idea of where he's going to go here. I have a clue.
Oh, I actually got an idea too.
I don't see him on the board right now.
I think their O-line's pretty decent right now. Oh, they did just lose Tyron Smith.
They lost Tyron Smith. They also lost Tyler Smith. Oh, wait, no, they still have Tyler Smith.
No,
they lost. They lost.
Zach Biadas?
Yeah, I don't think it's Zach.
Oh, no.
It's Tyler Biadas.
Tyler.
Yeah, so they lost center. They lost left tackle. Yeah, I think they do need help on offensive line. I think you got to go with who you're thinking with. Who are you going here?
We're going to go Tyler Guyton.
Yeah, I agree. Offensive tackle, Oklahoma. Very similar to Amarius Mims. He's got all the talent in the world. He's a big 6'7", 322. He's also been drafted by the Niners in mocks. But, he's got huge upside, huge athleticism, length, 6'7", 322. Moves exceptionally well for that size. He does only have one season of good starting experience, like it says. And it's only on the right side, but I do think he can move. And if they want to sit him for a year, I mean, he's going to probably be blindside for Dak Prescott at left tackle. So good pick there. Now with 25, Green Bay Packers. And this is your pick, Caleb Parker.
This is tough for me because I think Amarius Mims would have gone there. That's where I thought Amarius Mims would end up.
The Packers don't like selecting offensive line in the first, but I still could see it.
This is a tough decision now because Tyler Guyton now, wow.
I feel like it can be a trade.
They would have gone a tackle here, an offensive, but
I already got an idea of where I'd go.
But,
I personally think, just to let you know, because I don't know, I think they'd go Kool-Aid McKinstry there. They need a corner. That's one of their top needs.
I think they would go Kool-Aid too, but I think Kool-Aid's going to fall to another team that eventually. But I think I'm going to go Chop Robinson here. I like that
too. They like drafting
They
edge,
love drafting.
so I could
edge.
They
definitely
love edge rushers.
Drafted Lucas.
I think
Van
Chop
Ness,
is gonna be their guy.
Sean Gary, and then imagine Chop too. That'd be nasty.
I feel
was
like
even
they
thinking Johnny Newton too.
I was gonna say they like going big end, so I'd say Darius Robinson probably over him. But Chop Robinson's a great pick.
So good. He's so
A
elite.
little bit smaller, a little bit undersized, but with the name Chop, like, come on.
He just plays the game, man. He's
Good
just
player. Good pick.
He's good at his craft.
All right, with 26, and the Bucks on the board, I could see him going edge. I can see him going Kool-Aid McKinstry. I do think they want to help out Baker Mayfield here, and I think they're going to take. This is a tough one. It's a little bit of a toss-up. I feel like they need center more. They're going to go Jackson Powers Johnson. With Ryan Jensen retiring not too long ago, they do need a center, and he's the best center in the draft. Big
or
man.
He can even go guard.
Yeah, he can play guard. I feel like he can even play tackle. He's big. He's a little undersized,
faster,
tall,
too.
but he's 328.
He kind of has the Jason Kelsey build.
Young guy. Yeah, I could see.
He's gonna be so good. He's gonna be
great.
solid, bro.
Great
Whoever
pick.
gets him, he's gonna be a starter right away.
Yeah.
All right, with the next pick, Mikey Bratton's on the board for the Arizona Cardinals.
So we had
27.
them take Brian Thomas, right? Yep.
They have taken Terry and Arnold and Brian
Oh, that's
Thomas.
a good draft so far. And I think it even gets a little bit better because they're gonna need some more defense, and I think Johnny Newton falls right in their lap. Now they got Johnny
that's
Newton,
perfect.
Paul Nichols, like they're
That's a
gonna
good pick.
be stacking up that defense. And their head coach did come from Philadelphia, and he did like his big DTs with like Fletcher Cox and
100%.
those big guys and Dominican Sue, and I think they signed them.
No, I mean, they've already got receiver and corner. They moved back. Like I said, I could have seen them going Kool-Aid, but they've already picked Terry and Arnold.
Yeah,
I mean, it would be crazy. They could go top two
They get
corners,
both of them
but
from Alabama.
they need every position
Yeah,
practically.
anything on defense.
Yeah,
And
and they
Johnny
got
Newton's
Brian
good.
Thomas already on receiver, so you can go D tackle there, and that's a good pick.
I think they go receiver again though, but later.
Yeah, it's a good receiver draft, so I could see that happening. And then with the Bills on the board, Parker.
This is an interesting pick because these two players, I think, can go either or. However, one player for one of these, something that just happened with one of the players on one of the teams. Sorry, that sounded kind of weird. A little controversy on one of the players on one of these teams about to be picked here now.
Third time? Okay.
But that swings my decision. I think the Bills are going to take Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
That's
Good
what I
pick.
would have picked.
Because I think the next pick is clearly obvious, though.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think that's pick, especially was what I was saying. Four
Great
times.
pick there. I think you're thinking wrong because
Really?
he's still on the board. The Lions are going to select Kool-Aid McKinstry.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, I thought you were saying receiver.
I was thinking the
Talking
Kool-Aid
about
pick
Xavier
to
Worthy.
go to the Bills, but Cam Sutton, that's a problem.
I could see the Bills going corner if Kool-Aid's there because Kool-Aid's a good pick, but they need receiver more than they do need corner. So
Yeah. Plus with Cam Sutton, that's yikes.
Oh yeah, and yeah, dude, the Lions need corner, 100%.
Yeah, they need a defined corner.
Yeah,
From
they
day
did-
one.
Yeah, they just lost Cam Sutton.
And they did lose Cam Sutton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have an
Yeah,
injured former Niner corner over there.
Emmanuel Mosley.
Yeah, he's a good guy, but often injured. They need a corner. They need
Dude, he has like
defensive.
season-ending injuries too.
very Jason Verrett-esque
Yeah.
Niner guy. All right, so
Bo Nix looking juicy.
with Mikey Bratton back on the board, Baltimore Ravens. Who do you think they're going to go with?
A really good O-line already. The defense is stacked. But there was some controversy with the wide receiver room. They do have Nelson Aguilar and Zay Flowers that they did draft last year. But Zay Flowers is in some like trouble.
Funk.
So
Yeah.
I think just to play it safe, I don't think it's worthy, however. I think it's actually Keon Coleman.
I feel like he's going to fall further, but that's still a good pick. They could still go receiver. I feel like if they're going to go with Keon Coleman, then they would probably move
the
back.
reason being is I don't think they want another Hollywood Brown type. Like
Fair enough.
they want someone that will catch, like big body catch.
Well, don't they still have Odell, or is he always free agent?
He's
Yeah.
free agent.
Or he
but,
signed with Miami, I don't know.
Oh yeah, so they lost Odell. So I mean, this is like
They do
perfect.
need a receiver.
He's
I feel like they can
he's
move
like
back,
a
though.
go up and get it type of guy. They don't have that.
He's just not fast. I mean, I guess they have Zay Flowers as a speed threat. He's pretty fast if he's playing. But yeah.
They
All
just need
right.
a weapon.
With the Steelers now on the board, 31, Caleb Parker. Who do you think they're gonna
Oh,
go?
this is tough. I was hoping to get the Chiefs pick because I got a juicy one for that one. But man, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Man, what a team! What a quarterback room they have.
They got Russell Wilson. Think about that.
Yeah, and Buston.
Bustin Fields.
Yep. I think
Who we going here, Caleb?
he's still on the board. Jordan Morgan still on the board? Yep, right there.
That's where you're gonna go.
I think that's where I'm gonna go. That's who I had the Niners picking at 31, but
He's just a guard type, though. They're gonna move him to guard when he goes.
right.
I mean, that's fair.
But I think that fits better with the Steelers pick. Now that I look at it, that fits better.
I feel like Grant Barton would have fitted better because he's offensive tackle.
Yeah,
Oregon's is a little bit
It's just-
smaller,
but
and he's gonna move to guard probably. But he is good. He's got mass.
Jordan Morgan's like
blocker.
very well versed in his craft. I feel like that's what outshines what he's.
No, he's a good player at Arizona. That's still a good pick there. I mean,
32. There's only one answer. I know this is gonna happen. I know this player will get picked at 32.
I think
He's not even on this board. I don't even see him on the board. He's not even here. I don't even see him on the board.
Could go Lad McConkey there. Is that who you're thinking? I don't know. I haven't really watched a lot. I know they need receiver. They always go edge. It's just crazy. They're kind of like
they do
going
that.
Darius Robinson.
Darius Robinson would be
That would be a good pick, but they really do need receiver,
because
especially
Rasheed
with
Rice now. And Lad McConkey is so good. He's so
especially with
excellent.
Rasheed Rice getting hurt. I don't think they want like a speed guy. I think they want someone that's a good athlete, good all around. I could see Xavier Legette. He's flew up the board too, very close to Debo. I want the Niners to get him too, but I think at this pick, I think it is Lad McConkey.
What's Lad
overall.
McConkey? What's his NFL comparison?
High receivers too.
Who is Lad McConkey's NFL comparison? I was gonna ask.
Hunter Renfrow.
We can look here.
Hunter Renfrow.
Actually, I was curious to see
I'll bet
what
$1 million is Hunter
You
Renfrow.
think it's Hunter Renfro?
If it's
Hunter
not
Renfrow.
I'd say Adam
Cooper
Thielen.
Cup.
Renfrow, buy me a Twisted Tea.
All right, I think
Cooper
it's
Kupp.
I think it's Adam Thielen.
It's gonna be a white receiver. I'm
Hunter
feeling.
Renfrow.
Well,
It
it's
could be
definitely a
Adam
wide
Thielen.
receiver, but
Oh, they don't even have it.
Elijah
Oh,
Moore,
Elijah
a
Moore.
black receiver.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's fine. He can be compared to any.
That's hella funny, bro.
You said it has to be a white receiver.
He said it's a black receiver.
I don't even like. Elijah Moore is a good.
That's
athlete.
crazy. That was Elijah Moore. That's crazy.
Really smart. You can.
I think their
tell
games
you
are a
watch
little
lot
bit
of tape.
different.
Yeah, definitely a good pick there. I mean, just looking. They also said Terry McLaurin. That's a good comparison.
I think that's probably better. That's probably a better pick.
All right, we're gonna review these trades or these picks real quick. Might as well. So we said, I mean, I feel like the biggest shocker here is Jaden Daniels at 3 to the Raiders. I keep saying
That's
Patriots.
really not a shocker, though.
I don't know. That's a lot to move up.
But we got to get a fan
Where?
guy.
Yeah, but I feel like the Patriots need a quarterback. They're just gonna roll with
Dude,
it.
they could even take Penix at 13 if they wanted.
They could.
Yeah,
but
I know.
I
I'm
think
worried
it's
that the Raiders are gonna take Penix. That's gonna be so
To
funny.
be honest with you guys, if I had the pick around 29 or
think
30, I think that if the Raiders don't go with Jaden Daniels and stick at 13, they'll go Terry Arnold. And if the Cardinals don't take him, or Quinyon Mitchell, and then I think they'll move back into the first around 29, 30
Like with the
and get Michael Penix Jr.
Like with the Ravens.
Yeah,
Lions.
Kool-Aid fell all the way. The Lions will go there, but if there's not any good corners left, if he goes at one pick earlier or whatever, they'll trade out because they need corner. They're not going to go receiver. I don't think they can get one later if they want receiver. They do need receiver though. They got my boy over there, but gosh, I can't think of his name right now. But they have him, and then their next receiver is Donovan Peoples-Jones, so they do need a receiver too. They got Sam Laporta, but yeah, I feel like this is a pretty good draft here. And Talise Fuaga falling to 18 is crazy. He's a good offensive tackle. I think he's going to be second off the board, but Patriots, I feel like they'd more likely go Fashanu than Fuaga.
I think they go Bo Nix at 13.
Ooh.
Patriots. or Raiders?
Tom Brady loves a good under.
Bo Nix.
Yes. Jared Rodney is going to go.
I like Law too at 12. They're just rebuilding that team.
to bring us back.
Anyway, it was a great mock draft.
Oh my God, he's back.
The one and only mock draft of the year. So we're gonna share here. Why does it do this every time? Like I can't unshare. Oh, stop share. Any closing comments from y'all?
Go Raiders.
Biased. I should have given you third overall.
Rodgers comeback player of the year.
Oh yeah, well, let's have a little hot take talk here. Biggest hot take in the draft.
Or
What
how
do you
about we
think?
go awards? Who do you think is going to win the awards?
All right,
It's
MVP.
always so early. I feel like it's always so early though.
Early MVP.
Yeah, early MVP. Ridiculous.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
CJ Stroud.
Shit, I wasn't even thinking, but
MVP. I'm gonna say. Oh, you just said CJ Stroud. No way.
Yeah.
That just went over my
No,
head.
I don't think it's
because that's exactly who I think is gonna win it. That's the thing, though.
You say Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's going to get his first one.
Wow. Okay.
Without Stephon Diggs, he's got a chip on his shoulder now. He can do it on his own. And he's
Yeah, I
gonna,
just think of. I just only think of quarterback. So it's quarterback trophy.
Yeah, I know. MVP
I
quarterback.
don't think they give it to Mahomes. Again.
I think it's gonna be Justin Herbert.
No.
He's gonna get his receiver. If he gets Marvin Harrison Jr., he's gonna win.
He's gonna be like
MVP.
JJ McCarthy in that offense, bro. He's not ever gonna. Throw.
Justin Herbert.
I could see Hurts winning this year, but like I don't.
Herbert's
want
finally got a good,
He said
a
Hurts.
good. I know. I'm just saying Herbert's got a good coach now.
I feel like Hurts is my.
Jalen Hurts.
I don't want
is gonna
that.
take a step back, in my opinion.
I like
He's really
Jalen
done
Hurts. That's a good pick.
I think it's a good. I just don't want that. Like to be honest, but I think it could happen.
it. Defensive
Oh,
player of
Joe
the year.
Burrow to get one. Oh,
Burrow.
Joe Burrow might win comeback player.
Ooh, yeah. Actually, I would love to see Joe Burrow win.
I think
No,
comeback's gonna go Aaron Rodgers.
No,
yeah.
it's gonna be Rodgers definitely. And even if he has like a,
Woo!
they're gonna be like he.
Well,
came back
mediocre
from
to
that.
him is like 30 touchdowns, 15 picks. All right, defensive player of the year.
Max Crosby. He's
Tre'Davious White.
Such a Raider pick.
No, Max Crosby is gonna win one. He gotten better
No.
every year.
Wrong.
Every year.
False.
And they'd even give him a vote in the defensive player of the year category.
Hassan
It
Reddick.
wasn't.
They gave it to
Hassan
fucking
Reddick.
Rashawn-
He's not even on
Bland.
the Eagles. Who did he get traded to?
they gave votes to Bland. Get the fuck out of here.
Troy? No, not in the same thing.
Oh,
Where did what's his name get traded? Hassan Reddick.
some rights on the Jets.
Oh yeah, he's on your team.
Hassan Reddick. Woo!
Imagine him with Latu. My defensive player of the year.
That's not even a bad pick. I think Hassan Reddick's a pretty decent pick.
Yeah, but he just got traded. I don't know. My defensive player of the year is gonna be not Nick Bosa. Actually, I was thinking about it, but I'm not gonna go Niners. That's what I'm a Niner fan, and that's bias.
It's not though. If you think he's gonna have a good year, pick
Defensive
him.
player of the year, I'm actually gonna go Fred Warner, linebacker. That's a linebacker pick in a while.
Niners.
I did go Niners, but I couldn't think of anything else.
Look at
I wanna go
I
defensive
would
end.
rather have you.
Mike,
say-
Mikey
That's
said
a defensive end award, so I think it's got to be. I'm gonna
TJ
go linebacker.
Watt again.
TJ Watt.
All right, what
Myles
about
Garrett. Offensive rookie of the year.
offensive player of the year?
Offensive player of the year.
I
I think Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase. Okay.
I think
With Joe
he comes
Burrow back?
with he comes back with vengeance.
want to say Puka, but
James pick, huh? Or-
Cooper's gonna be Cup's gonna be healthy, so I don't think any of those two are gonna make any award.
Ooh, or CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb kind of took a jump this year, and I think he could take another one.
I'm gonna take a big one here for offensive player of the year. I'm gonna take a big hot take. I can't remember his name right now. I just gotta give me a second. I'm thinking of the guy. I just can't think of his name.
What's he look like? Is he black?
He is African American. Yes. Gosh, what's his name?
Josh Jacobs.
No, Packers. No.
What team is he on?
It's on the Texans.
Oh, Nico Collins.
Yeah, it is Nico Collins. Good. Yeah, I think Nico Collins.
Oh, I'm thinking. Actually, I want Diggs. I think I'm gonna take Diggs.
Oh,
I was gonna say Diggs,
I
but
forgot
Diggs
he's
is
on the-
taking a step back. So He's not.
Yeah,
he's
honestly,
not
I don't think Houston is where he should end
I mean,
up.
is CJ Stroud better than Josh Allen? I don't know. I mean, there maybe. I think Josh Allen's a little bit better, but
I just feel like, I mean, why go to a team that already has a lot of up and coming stars? Just go somewhere where
I mean that's fine. They're going for
I'm
it.
saying like he got traded, so he didn't really have a say on where to go.
Oh yeah, that's
I think that's fine. But I don't think he's an offensive rookie of the year.
um.
Offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year, and then we got to stop because Mikey here.
Okay, offensive rookie of the year.
I'm gonna take Brock.
Brock Bowers.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
I mean,
Marvin Harrison.
I mean, it might as well. I mean,
Or
I don't
Caleb
really.
Williams.
See,
It's gonna be Caleb
I'm gonna go
Williams.
Jaden Daniels.
I'm gonna go Caleb Williams.
I'm gonna go Jaden.
yeah, I feel like quarterbacks do make.
Gotta
a
be
lot
quarterback too, because there's a lot of quarterbacks. I mean, I can see Jaden.
Yeah, there's a lot of quarterbacks.
You
I just
think
want
Drake May?
I want a different.
Drake
route.
May's got a crap.
I actually would like to see if Adonai Mitchell did get picked by the Bills. I think he will win it, but that's only if he gets.
Josh Allen. Yeah, I can see that too.
I like Adonai Mitchell, so
Defensive rookie of the year.
Dallas. Turner.
I was gonna say, I'll say Dallas Turner as well.
Yeah, it's.
Oh no!
I hope Dallas Turner falls to us, dude. I want him.
Or
so
Terrion Arnold.
I'm gonna go Leatu Latu.
I was gonna say that.
Yes,
Wow.
Leia a lot.
Honestly,
Leatu.
I don't
Latu,
wish any
bro.
injuries on him, but he has an injury history, and
so
I can't go there.
yeah.
I gotta go with this safe pick. I could even see Jared Verse. Jared Verse too.
Boo.
Offense or defensive line, baby. All right, and that's the end of the video.
Mad McConkey, offensive.
Subscribe and like the video. Comment too. I know you guys love it.
Go Raiders.
What's up, boys?
Go. Trash Pandas.